Hi there, I'm Frances McGraw, the owner of Practical Life, a lifestyle expertise business here in beautiful Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. If you're not familiar with Cuyahoga Falls, it's just north of Akron and about 45 minutes south of Cleveland. Today, I'm going to talk about etiquette. I've been certified as an etiquette consultant for almost 4 years now. It's a part of my business where I also do professional organizing, life coaching, and home staging. I combine all those to help my clients live a more practical life. Today's etiquette topic is going to be, as we go back out into the world, out of our lockdowns and our social distancing and all of the other things that have happened over the last 12 months, what's going to be the new norm and what can we do to interact in a way that is safe and makes everyone a little more comfortable. First of all, mask mandates here in the United States, it's mid-March 2021, are starting to be lifted in certain places. And at some point this summer, they say we'll be able to go out and about and not have to wear our masks anymore. Until then, a lot of people are still wearing them, which is safe, and they're comfortable with it. It's become a part of them, just like when I leave the house, I usually have a pair of sunglasses with me. And so masks are going to be the same thing. Once we are gathering, and for professionals like me who love to network and meet new people, one of the primary things is going to be meeting someone who is still comfortable wearing that mask. They may be immunocompromised. They may just decide it's safer in case someone has a cold or the flu, and that's understandable. And we need to be accepting of that, even if we're not wearing masks anymore, to be able to talk with people and let them know that we're comfortable with their level of comfort with the mask. And that way, we just may have to listen a little bit harder, especially if you're in a loud place, but acknowledging that the last 12 months have been tough and people are ready to continue on a path to stay safe and healthy. Social distancing is a commonplace term now, but a lot of people have been very comfortable with saying at least, 12 inches away, if not 6 feet away, for many years. So again, as we go back into environments where we'll be with people on a regular basis, we need to be accepting of that. Let them know if you need to stand, a few feet away from me, it's okay. And you might be one of the people who says, I need to have a little distance for whatever reason. So that will continue on for a while, probably through to even next year. With these things, always be respectful of other people's choices. Now, handshakes. Handshakes were always a big thing when meeting new people, especially as an adult, especially in professional environments, like I said, like in networking. But I've heard for a long time, for about a year now, that handshakes are not a good idea and that they might not come back as we go into our new norm. That means things like fist bumps, elbow bumps are going to be the norm, even in professional settings, whereas maybe before they were not. They were seen maybe as a little more casual, but they may become the new norm, or people might just not extend the hand at all. A little wave, hi, nice to meet you, is certainly acceptable, again, as we go into the new norm. As you can see, I have my little notes in front of me because I don't want to forget anything. Now, speaking of touching other people, hugging has been a touchy subject, no pun intended, for quite a long time. I know personally, I love to hug. I'm looking forward to going out and seeing family and friends that I haven't seen in over a year and giving them hugs as long as they're as comfortable with it as I am in our new normal. But it's never really been appropriate to hug people in a professional setting, especially if it's the first time you're meeting them. I've actually had people come up to me and extend their arms and they're ready to hug me, and I'm like, I don't even know your name, let alone want to give you that level of intimacy with me where we would be close enough to hug. So be respectful of that. Always remember, it doesn't have to be pandemic time. It just has to be a level of comfort. If you're a hugger, that's great, but the person that you're trying to hug isn't necessarily going to be that comfortable with it. As we establish these new norms, like I said, eye contact and a smile is really the best way to greet a person. And now that we'll be able to see more smiles, even if you're not feeling it, go ahead and fake it, because you're going to let the other person know that yes, you were happy to meet them, and it's a good time to be out and about. Business cards is another topic. I just was talking with someone yesterday, I think it was, about business cards. Now, business cards are great ways to get a person's name, information, follow-up, contact information. But we've become this society now where we try to touch as few things as possible, and business cards might be something that aren't as prevalent as they were just a year ago. I know I collect business cards of associates of mine, people that I've met. I might not do business with them, but I can then pass it on to someone else who is looking for a product or service of someone that I've met. And so I can take that card and pass it on. It doesn't have to stay with me. It's a great way to be able to contact a person. The other thing is there are apps out there. There's an app out for pretty much everything. But you can take a photo of someone's business card, and the apps will upload their contact information into the app, into your own contacts on your phone or your computer, whichever it may be, and you can then give them back the business card. So it'll be a money saver for the person giving out the cards. They won't need to order as many, but you have the information. You also have resources like LinkedIn, so you can meet people. I had that happen once at a networking event. Someone just wanted to connect with me on LinkedIn, and she was able to pull up a barcode, or a QR code scan, a QR code, and I was able to scan it, and we were linked on LinkedIn instantly. So that's another thing that we have to keep in mind. And finally, when meeting new people, you always want to follow up with them, even if it was just to say, "Hey, it was nice to meet you." A lot of times I meet people that I'm not going to do business with directly. Maybe they are not even local. They're just in town for a big networking event. But it's nice to just extend that courtesy to say, "Oh, it was nice seeing you at that big event. Hope you had a safe drive back," whatever it may be. But if it's someone that you are going to stay in contact with, you definitely want to do the follow-up. And then in the past, we would meet for a coffee. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but you can go into these establishments, sit down, connect. Maybe they get a coffee and I get a water, whatever it may be, just so that we have time to talk face to face. Well, I think one big lesson that we've all learned is you don't have to drive and meet at a location anymore. Video conferencing, viral meetings, they're called, not viral. Virtual is the word I'm looking for. Virtual meetings are a great way to still be in contact with people. I just did one today. I'd only been in a meeting with this person one other time, but we were in a virtual meeting then, and we were in a virtual meeting today, and it was great. And you all can't see that I'm wearing sweatpants right now, and she couldn't see it either. But it was still an opportunity to meet with someone. We got all the great information from each other that we need for a presentation that we're doing in just a few days. So just keep these things in mind. If you still want to stay in contact, if you still like face-to-face, but don't want to have to travel anymore, we have these options. So those are some tips that I've come up with. As I said, I'm certified in etiquette consulting as part of my business. And if you need more tips or just want to talk some things through as far as professional etiquette, please contact me. My website is www.practical.life. I'm also on Facebook at Practical Life LLC. You can email me at info@practical.life, or you can even reach out to me through LinkedIn. Mary Frances is my first name, and McGraw is my last name. It's just the MC, capital Graw. Again, I hope that you enjoyed this video, even with my little blunders, and I look forward to speaking with many of you very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.